Welcome to Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, the big, butch, manly pop culture podcast that's been known to keep a secret or two. I'm Andrew Wheeler.
And I'm Shane Hollon.
And we are talking about the first 3 episodes of Season 4 of The Traitors UK. Spoilers and all. So leading up to the entrance of the secret traitor into the tower, but without their identity being revealed. So we'll talk about theories and all kinds of other spoilers in the next 10 minutes or so. Shane, how are you feeling about this season?
Loving it. Love this cast. And I feel like I say this for every season, but this is a really strong cast. Am I wrong?
I think you're right. I think the casting people on the Traitors are just phenomenal at their job. Like they've never had a dud season on Traitors UK.
This is true. You know, I immediately watching these first 3 episodes am taken, back months ago to Celebrity Traitors UK. Yes, we are drinking from our Traitors glasses. Thank you, Andrew, for the lovely gift. But the difference between these 2 seasons, I mean, that one was phenomenal, but it was phenomenal in a way like how the Traitors could be so good and fool everyone. And in this first 3 episodes, that has not been the story, and it is just as exciting.
Yeah. In fact, the story is completely different from all 3 previous seasons of regular Traitors, which is great just to see how that changes from season to season. But of course, we have the twist in this season, which I knew wasn't going to last forever. I mean, maybe they will find a way to extend it with a different secret traitor. But yes, the secret traitor is a new twist to the show. It does add some interesting layers. What did you think of the twist?
Really like it. I agree. I wish that we could draw this out for, the length of the season. I would love for it to stay a surprise much longer. But the idea that there is someone outside of this who knows everyone's identity,
yes,
is very exciting and makes me excited for, following seasons in the global Traitors franchises. It's this element of mystery that I didn't feel prepared for. And like in this last episode, I found my heart racing towards the end of it. Like, who could this be? Are they going to mesh well with the other, spoiler alert, 2 traitors now? Is it going to be someone who's out for revenge? And the choices that the secret traitor has made have been great. And they are clearly they have a different viewpoint on who they think should go home. And I think they have a better handle on the game. Like, their choices have been much smarter than the choices put forward by the 3 original traitors.
So is it Harriet? Harriet the spy?
Oh my God. Wouldn't that be amazing? Harriet is a great option, but I think it could also be someone like Amanda. I think it could be a Jade. And their names came up so much in episode 3, but I think for good reason. They are getting a lot of heat for doing a phenomenal job and stirring that pot, as we heard about 1,000 times.
Yeah, I think those are good picks. I hadn't really thought about Jade, but yeah, she would be. I think she's got killer instincts, Jade. I would be interested to see what she would do under the cloak. No one else is hugely leaping out to me. I don't think Ellie the psychologist. I'm a psychologist. As a psychologist, I'm not a psychologist. I'm me doing her.
You're not?
Ellie, I think,
all that advice.
doesn't have the... I'm sorry. I don't think Ellie has the grit for it. I don't think Faraz is canny enough for it.
I'm just going to put it out there.
Jack, Jesse.
I'm getting a very feminine energy from the secret traitors' choices. And
right.
I got a feminine energy in the walk up to the turret scene that we just saw at the end of episode 3.
Right. Yeah, I think that's probably true. And I think Rachel has said, the traitors picking men mostly. Excuse poor Nettie. But yeah, has picked 5 out of 6 slots to be men. So that might indicate a woman, especially because it is in the woman's interest to get men out of the game because we know how men can be.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe that cuts the suspects in half. Fiona is the other name I would put out there. Lovely Welsh grandmother Fiona. Butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. She's clearly cunning and devious, and it could be her.
Can we pivot and talk about how drop-dead gorgeous Steven is?
I don't know who the twunk of the season is going to be. It's, it's who's getting the shower shot. It won't be Steven because he's a traitor, so he won't get the shower shot. You know who I'm hoping for, right?
Ross?
You can probably work it out. No.
I mean, Ross
Reese.
is a hunk. Let's not...
Ross is a hunk. Oh, I've seen his gym photos. He would be a great choice for the shower sequence. But he's not twunky. He's just straight up hunky.
Right.
So Reese is my go-to for that, even though I think Reese, he's gorgeous. He looks so sweet and so nice. And I think he really wrecked his reputation in episode 3 by just throwing not even accusations out there, just like stirring every pot he could reach. It was some crazy bad gameplay from Reese. And if he's not killed, he will be voted out.
I think we can expect to see that shower shot very soon.
Yeah. I think there's a good chance.
I mean, we're mostly going to talk about episode 3 because I literally just finished watching it. I'm so sorry. But I love the secret mission that the traitors were given. Like, usually these secret missions happen, I feel like, mid-season, and we're throwing it out there in week 1, which I love, and is also terrifying as someone who has applied to be on the traitors. But the way that they were able to complete the task and how they had to, I mean, they've thrown suspicion on themselves with Reese by bringing him kind of into the fold. And from the editing, it looks like they got away with it, that no one saw the paint on the painting, that everyone is interested in the family tree painting and what it says and what the connection is. So I think maybe they've done it, but it was really cool having, what's her name?
Rachel.
Thank you. It's amazing how Rachel is able to like figure out like, oh, my drink is red. I have to dip my finger in red paint. It felt natural for her. And Steven as her like twitchy little puppy dog backup, like doing this the entire time. I mean, really brilliant filmmaking here.
Yeah, I think they are a really good traitor team, and the secret traitor is going to cause problems for them. Like, there's never going to be any loyalty between the secret traitor and the two surviving traitors. But I think Rachel, I think, is fearsome. I think she's brilliant at this game.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got the potential to be really brilliant at this game. She was being held back by Hugo's blustering and noise. Steven, I think, is the perfect tag-along, like, hench person to Rachel. We will see how badly they screw things up. But I was making notes during this episode, and I was like, what are the strengths and weaknesses of the different traitors? And for Hugo, I was like, well, he's noisy. And that's only an advantage to the other traitors.
Yeah.
I will be shocked if he makes it much longer. And then, lo and behold, goodbye, Hugo.
I mean, the way he shot himself in the foot by blustering about the, like, morning after the first murder and being like, I can't believe they did this. Oh, my God. Have a moment of silence. It's like, man, my God. Have you seen the show Tamar?
Honestly, fool that he is. Yeah, it was very unlikely he would survive very far. But for them to get rid of a traitor in the first week, that's insane. Yeah, 3rd episode, 1st week. And my theory is that they were always going to bring the secret traitor in to replace the first traitor that gets eliminated.
They just didn't expect it to happen now.
That. Yeah. And maybe that's why the family portrait thing also is happening so early in the season, because that was, again, triggered by bringing the secret traitor in.
Right.
Which is why I wonder if they'll get another secret traitor, but I suspect they won't.
No. You know, one of the wonderful things about this show is that it doesn't feel heavy-handed in its production, and it often feels like the production is surprised by the choices of the contestants, and that's a good thing. That leaves the audience on its toes. It leaves the people in the castle on their toes, and them having to, like, react to what's happening builds a better story. Like we watch, you and I watch so much reality TV that is overly produced, that the storyline is written before the people are even cast. And it doesn't feel
Yeah.
that way with the Traitors, and it's so refreshing.
We're talking about Drag Race here mostly, right?
Yeah. But even like shows like The Challenge or Survivor, and I will give Survivor a little bit of a pass because of how much I love that show. But even then, like, they're casting archetypes and they want certain people to get to the end. And so challenges can be stacked in a way that eliminates certain people sooner. So it doesn't feel that way with the Traitors. It feels like we've got a bunch of people and we're going to play to no one's strengths or weaknesses. We're just going to play games and then let them duke it out. Let them figure out what they want to do next.
Yeah. My biggest disappointment with The Secret Traitor is that we only had one time to experience a faithful getting up there, and we didn't know if they were a faithful or a traitor. And with Judy, I genuinely thought she might be the secret traitor.
Yeah.
Secret traitor. So she was a high candidate for me. So yeah, I would love to have had more of those moments. Like, it was nice to have something that we as the audience don't know, even though that's not the way this show normally works. And poor Judy and poor Nettie. Nettie.
Love
Dead
Nettie.
because of Ross. Entirely Ross's. I mean, arguably both their fault, but like that coincidence, I'm amazed that Ross has survived as long as he has in those circumstances. Because, yeah, if there's anything about you that stands out, you make yourself a target.
I have got to say, heading into the end of episode 3, I was really nervous that the first 3 people that were going to be ejected from the castle were 3 people of color in a very white cast. And I hate that Ross's name is still on everyone's lips. Well, he just seems suspicious. Yeah, of course you think that. This man does not scream suspicious to me at all. Of course, we have the privilege of knowing who are the traitors. But, well, almost. I mean, honestly, wouldn't that be amazing if he were the secret traitor? He's not. He's absolutely not.
No, I don't think he's played a sophisticated enough game for that. No, poor Ross, but because he's so bumbling and suspicious, the traitors probably won't kill him. So he just needs to keep like being the second best choice at the round table. Yes. He will be okay. In terms of the equilibrium of the traitors, there's part of me that wants it to be Fiona just because she's Welsh. And the traitors are all, they're the 3 nations. There's an Irish traitor, a Scottish traitor, and a Welsh traitor. And the Welsh traitor's gone, so just slot another Welsh traitor in there and have them keep killing as many English people as they can. Or although
that's
they did
the dream, right?
On the second
that's
night,
the Celtic knot we're all hoping for.
Oh dear,
we're gonna get demonetized again. Anything else that you want to talk about? I mean, I'm just rolling through the Rolodex of people in my head. I can't wait to see if there is another family tree element. Surely.
I'm sure there is.
Surely it wasn't just one mother-daughter and 2 people who knew each other from hooking up, it seems like.
Yeah, and like the number of times they've shown us, like they could edit out all the times Rachel or anyone has said, I think there's another family connection in here. They're not editing that out. So that says to me there is another family connection. Maybe it's Rachel. Maybe Rachel is related to someone else.
Maybe Reese and Steven are in a relationship.
Suspicion. Wouldn't that be lovely? Drop the tape. Maybe Adam and Matt are in a relationship. Maybe Sam and Faraz are in a relationship. There's just too many hunks. I mean, I can't keep up. The other thing I would say that we've had some really great original challenges. The floating coffin challenge, the cart challenge was a bit less inspiring. The picture challenge was really fun, though. That's
the cow milking picture will live in my Rolodex images in my head rent-free forever.
And I love the way Faraz was pouting to the camera as the beguiling milkmaid, and he's like, yeah, no, you point a camera at me, I'm gonna give it my all. And it's like, oh, God bless you, Faraz. He's fun.
He is. Well, I cannot wait to see the rest of this season. I love love this show. I cannot say it
Yeah.
enough in as many episodes as we do about it. And God, let me be on this show.
Do you think if you ever do get on the show, you could make more of an impression than Maz? Because who is that man? The only time he gets screen time is when he's up for murder.
God,
Has he spoken?
This is the thing that keeps me up at night, Andrew. Will I be a character who's like, you know what? We don't need to focus on him. He's going home first anyway.
I mean, but Maz is still there. Like, Maz has made it to week 2. I don't know.
I mean, look at David from Celebrity Traitor. He made it all the way to the end, and we learned nothing about him.
That's true. That's true. Sometimes that's what works. Yeah, maybe Maz's story is still to come. All right, we will be back with another roundup recap after the second week of episodes. Everything could change, but it's looking like another great season. So thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and tell your friends that we're doing this series, because we know that Traitor heads, and we know you're out there, and we know you love to watch reactions. And until next time, kiss, kiss.
Bang, bang. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to this channel. You can follow Kiss Kiss Bang Bang on Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Letterboxd at KKBBpod, or email us at kisskissbangbangpod@gmail.com.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is recorded in Toronto on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabeg, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples.